Welcome to Jackie's Craft Table. Hi everyone, welcome to another card crafting video on my YouTube channel and blog. Today's card is a clean and simple masculine birthday card. There's no coloring involved, only stamping and die cuts, but I really like how this card turned out. This card was also great to help use up some of my scrap paper. I pulled out my box of scrap paper that I have sitting near my desk, and I chose colors that would be good for a masculine card. I'm using a fabulous die called Stepped Up Chevron. It came free with an order that I placed with my favorite things, and it's been sitting in my stash neglected for a few months, and I'm just finally getting around to using it, and I'm very glad I did. I'm using my Mini MISTI to stamp the sentiments, and I'm just seeing where I want everything to go. Once I have that ready, I'm just going to stamp that onto some Desert Storm 100-pound cardstock. This cute little stamp set that I'm using is from Technique Tuesday, and it's called Say It Birthday. I think this is one of the first stamp sets that I bought when I started card crafting. It has a lot of buildable sentiments, as well as some cute little images like the birthday present and the balloon. I just love this little set. I've used it a lot. I'm using some Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink on this, and I have to ink it up a few times. Now I can glue on the chevron die cuts, and I'm just using some multimedia matte glue for this. This glue is really great to use because if it were to smear out from behind the die cut, it dries matte, so you won't see it on the card. I made a few of these cards. They were really fun to put together. And as you'll see in a minute, I also did a feminine version of this card. It felt good too to use up some of my scrap paper, and I kind of limited myself to what was just in the box, and I think I came up with some good color schemes. As you can see, I poured out a blob of glue onto a piece of scrap paper. I have a very thin nozzle on my bottle of multimedia matte glue, but for the life of me, I cannot get it to flow through the nozzle. I've always had the hardest time with that, so this is how I usually apply this glue. I didn't get this part on camera for some reason, but once I have all of my die cuts glued down, I just flip my panel over and I just snip off the ends. Then I thought the card needed just a little something more to add some detail, and so I pulled out my enamel dots, and I just scattered a few of those across the panel. I'm using my Tombow tape runner to attach my finished panel onto my card base, and the card base is made out of Neenah Solar White 110-pound cardstock. I'm going to quickly show you a little bit of the feminine version I made of this card design. I kept my stamps in place in my Mini MISTI, and then I was able to stamp out a few of these card panels. I added enamel dots on this card too, of course. Once I've applied those and my glue has dried on my die cuts, I'm just going to trim those off. For my two finished cards, I decided to decorate the inside of them a little bit. I'm using the images from the same stamp set. I misstamped this balloon, and so I'm using my Copic multiliner just to repair that. Now I'm going to apply a little zigzag to the inside as well. I'm also stamping the word party next to the balloon. It was really fun to finish off the insides of these cards, and I think I'm going to be doing that more often. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed watching me put these cards together. Please like, subscribe, and share this video on your favorite social media. I hope you all have a wonderful week and find some time to sit down and make some cards of your own. Bye!